was to be the capital of the Selangor state before Shah Alam. It was documented that the royal town of Klang was found even earlier than Malacca. Historical buildings found in the town tell a story of how it was developed previously. Given its strategic location by the mouth of Klang River, the British colonized and saw the potential of Klang as the administrative town. Industrialization and transportation was made convenient as Klang sits next to the same river leading to the heart of Klang Valley. Series of train stations were built to facilitate economic activities during the tin mining and rubber industrial periods.
在我的记忆中啊，就是以前是做 IC 的地方，好像我的登記是在那邊做的。
佢博物館入邊嗰啲鐘錶啊，係我同佢整㗎嘛。
哦，
入去啦，
以前啊，到而家都係啊。
以前佢呢個雪州政府啊，呢個蘇丹啊，全部嘅嘢都係我整嘅，由1963年就我同佢整㗎啦。呢個係化生啦市政府嘅辦公室嚟嘅，呢啲根本係英國人嘅手做嘅。都100幾年嘅呢個。嗰
時日本打仗都冇影響到啊？
冇嘅，得幾條街口講全部都係舊㗎嘛。不過有啲有裝修過啦。我呢度其實裝修過。街啊，佢係叫做保留嘅街嚟㗎嘛。
哦，呢條街係唔可以喐㗎啦。有啲人
即係政府咯。政府講下你唔做得改變㗎啦，呢個鋪面，佢鋪面唔喐，佢重新做過，鋪面佢整翻一樣，拉你整3層4層咯。
With proper care and conservation, could Klang benefit and regain its former glory? We look at the Royal Gallery as a case study to this topic. This classic colonial building is the product of architect A.B. Habeck in the year 1909. The same Englishman who built the iconic KLKTM station, Masjid Jami Mosque, Kakosa Sri Negara, and many more. Previously a building for British administration, it was adapted into Japanese military headquarters during the World War II. It was then followed by Klang administrative usage such as Klang District Office, Land Office, Town Board, and Public Works Department. During the 1970s, it was turned into a police contingent building, and then the legal department for Majlis Perbadaran Klang. It is astonishing how this building can be formally multifunctional while retaining its outlook and architecture throughout the years. It was commonly known as the Sultan Sulaiman building in the early days. Since MPK shifted to a new building, it has been vacant and deserted due to the lack of upkeep. It was given much emphasis and publicity on the news when Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah initiated its conservation. The transformation of the Sultan Sulaiman building into Sultan Abdulaziz Royal Gallery took place in the year 2002. The Royal Gallery is composed to commemorate the legacy of the respected Sultan Salahuddin Abdulaziz Shah, the late father of the current Sultan of Selangor. It showcases personal collection and artifacts, including those during his childhood and his reign as Yang di-Pertuan Agong. The conservation process placed emphasis on preserving original building elements. Careful considerations and minimal intervention were executed to retain the architecture. However, the landscaping was drastically improved to accentuate the architecture of the building. After a 3.5 million restoration, the Royal Gallery was officiated in October 17th of the year 2007. It was opened to the public in November 1st in the same year and garnered a lot of public interest and support. The Royal Gallery was awarded VIAPSI Specialized category. It was also listed as heritage by Badan Warisan Negara and protected by the National Heritage Act. Deemed as our own version of the White House, it has assisted the MPK Heritage Trail efforts to string together a few historical buildings in the area for tourism. The building has once again changed its function, but the people of Klang appreciate the efforts of transforming heritage into a museum. Now that Klang has more attractions to offer the public, their business and customer traffic gradually improved. Besides, it helped to boost economy, culture and circulation of the Klang context. The presence of the Royal Gallery reminisces the glory of a royal township. Apart from this, the conservation of the Royal Gallery has an impact on the local conservation scenes, especially after Sultan's involvement in heritage conservation. The Sultan believes that by tracking the past economic, social, architectural, and cultural progress, one society's advancement can be measured. This has guided the drafting of proper conservational guidelines, while integrity of the building remains the top priority. For instance, interior spaces and facade of heritage buildings should not be compromised during conservation. When executed the right way, conservation of architecture helps us to remember and appreciate our roots. Heritage taps into the collective memory of people to conserve the meaning of the building by shaping an appropriate public perception. Today, the Royal Gallery is more than an architectural backdrop of Klang, Little India. It is an inspiration to encourage more efforts in local conservation scenes. Other than the gallery, heritage trail in Klang includes Gedung Raja Abdullah, Sultan Sulaiman Mosque, and the Royal Palace. Though Klang still has a long way to establish itself for heritage conservation and tourism, the meaning of it as a royal town is still standing strong as of today.